let me log into my thing. Hold on. So it's the hold on. Cause I see okay 872. Can you send me the whole list?
Yeah.
Is that from different states or something?
Yeah.
So okay. Let's see. Okay, 872. Can you send me the whole list?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going live right now.
Coming right now, I'm doing. I'm about to be in there. See, y'all don't know what's man trying to warn up.
What is it? I'm going live right now.
All right, I'm on the Zoom. I'm about to hang up.
Sounds good.
What is it? We win these races in Georgia so that we don't have to negotiate. That's their goal. Total radical control.
What's up, Ang?
What's going down?
Getting it rolling. Getting it rolling.
For sure. Yeah, you got the script, so I just go off you.
What's up, Ang?
What's going down?
Getting it rolling. Getting it rolling.
It's recording on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the script, so I just go off you.
What's up, Ang?
It's echoing.
Yeah. Go to.
Which one? Was it talking about the settings?
Go to Sports Talk 1996 on Zach Barnett's page.
Somebody's writing you?
Yeah. Tell your friends to go live or go to that.
Yeah, Sports Talk, right? You do. They look. They type it in.
Go to sport.
Right. Then once you send the thing, they'll know what to do.
Hold on.
They have the this charger should work, man. Charger right here too. No, I'm saying here's this one right here, a different one.
I sent you a link.
Me?
Yeah.
On the phone?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Send it to them.
Yeah.
All right.
Sports Talk now.
You watched him in the playoffs. He's getting better and better and better. And like I said, I love
Wait until everybody gets on. Let's roll it.
You tell me I can only have one of these guys, I'm taking Jason Tatum because he can do so much. So, if I had to pick someone that I want to watch, I'm going down to Mitchell.
No, Skip and Shannon.
They're all in the same draft.
Yeah, you already know. I'm about to turn it down now. All right.
About to roll, man. Did you send it out?
Yeah. I'm still loading them now.
1996. Starting to stream the thing. Let's
It's
go.
coming on.
Yeah, it's streaming now. We are live on YouTube.
What's going down? What's going down?
Chilling like a villain, man.
You already know.
Gotta get some more people on, and we'll start the show. Hope everyone's ready for a giveaway and weekly pick'em. Weekly
There
pick'em.
you go. The gusto action.
So, who do you think's winning the MVP this year?
I'm gonna go with Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Yeah. If I mean, you could give a case with Ben, but you know, I think Mahomes gonna take it, man. He's showing what he could do consistently, and ain't nobody really. I mean, the closest will be Mahomes. I mean, not Mahomes, but Big Ben. But the 10-0 no look good, but at the same time, you gotta look at like how the wins are coming and look at the interception ratio, things like that, turnovers, and just how he just looks way better.
I don't know, man. I think the running back from Tennessee is going to make a case.
Nah.
And Derrick Henry's pretty damn.
Running backs rarely get the MVP, get MVP. He would have to get about 2,000 plus. Team had to be number one. So I don't know about that one. He not this. Maybe you could have made a case last year, but not this year.
Yeah.
He's not. His production is not the same as it was last year. But it's with the COVID and everything. It's been a crazy year anyway.
Hey, breaking news: Nick Saban just got tested positive for COVID.
It's the second time.
Really?
Yep.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, the whole college football thing is going berserk. So this year, like the way they got it, everybody postponements, 18 games last week either postponed or canceled.
For sure.
And this week, I mean, you see Florida State, Clemson. The game didn't matter, but they're going at it. Dabo upset. They canceled the game when they came out there, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's been a hectic year. Hopefully it finishes off well so we can actually see some good competition in the playoffs.
For sure.
Are you gonna give the rundown on this the giveaway?
Wait until some people join in.
Hey, can I please have potato chips?
I'm busy right now.
We already have them. So I
Okay,
just have
all right, go ahead.
Give that girl some potato chips, man. Come on.
They got them out there. Having that I'm looking forward to this NBA season, man.
Definitely,
That-
man.
That's I mean, they could control it, you know, because I mean, a lot of the stuff, the way it's constructed is totally better.
Yeah.
And remember, football has way more players, so it's kind of hard to control it as compared to NBA. But we're gonna see something different this time because they're not gonna be in the bubble. So we'll see how that works.
For sure, man. Hey, share the link that I
I
sent
did,
over text.
yeah. Because it pulls up, I could pull it up. See, I just pulled it
Hey,
up.
share the link that
I just did. I just pulled it up myself.
over text.
Yeah, I just did it on the phone. Because it pulls up, I can pull it up.
I get some people in here.
Yeah, I just pulled it up.
I think baseball season's gonna be pretty good next year. Hopefully better for the Red Sox.
They did pretty good this year.
No, they didn't.
No, I'm talking about how the baseball season. Remember, it started off crazy
Yeah.
and then ended up bouncing back.
We got a couple of people in. Donovan.
What up, D?
Hey. Mr. Sanchez, how's it going, man?
X.
Are these the guys that you play fantasy football with?
Yeah, X, yeah. Donovan on play. Oh, that's my brother right there, man.
Gotta get some more people in here. David, what's happening?
What up, bro?
Yeah,
Man. First one. Once we get it in motion, you know, this is what they call it. This is you know, like preseason for the live. So, you know, this is once we get it rolling, man. First one is gonna be
a new process.
Yeah. That's the fun part about it, man. Building it from the ground up.
Sure.
Definitely. It's gonna be gravy, man.
Hey, for all the people that are watching, go subscribe to Sports Talk 1996. We upload content regularly, interviewing athletes. Mr. Hannick Milligan is our co-host. I'm Zach Barnett.
What up, everybody?
Michael, how's it going? David, what's up? Got 3 people in here. We got to get some more guys in here.
Yeah. Once we we'll have it set up moving forward. So we'll have once we get because we just kind of got it up. So
Yeah.
once we'll have it set up ahead of time in the beginning of the week and have a set day
Yeah.
where where everything they'll know when they're coming on, and then we'll go from there. But this is kind of an introduction to the show of our live show, so it's gonna pick up. Just gotta continue to grind.
Mr. Sanchez said a quarterback's going to win the MVP. Huh? You're probably right.
Which one?
Ah,
Which
have
one?
no
Like I
idea.
said, I can't. My homeboy, like Shannon say, my homeboy.
His production this year is not so good, man.
Ooh, I mean, I think he threw one pick.
Aaron Rodgers should be in that same category.
Look at their record.
Well, look at the production though. His
Come
defense.
on, you. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can't judge. You can't compare the two. You're going off what Aaron Rodgers did back in the day. That he, you know why his interceptions are low? Because he throws the ball away all the time. He don't take chances. Mahomes, he throw it in small circles and be on the money. He can throw it by. So you gotta pay attention to how they doing it, man, and the record and how he carries his team and all those little things. I mean, he's fun to watch. MVP is it's not about stats alone. It's also entertainment. Who would you want to see? If you ask anybody who they want to see, Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not talking about just Green Bay fans or Chiefs fans. If you ask an unbiased fan who they want to see, and I guarantee you Patrick Mahomes will get the nod.
I guarantee, because look what he got, $500 million.
Nah, man.
$1 billion.
He earned it. Look how young MVP, young Super Bowl champ, and he might get it. He about to get another one.
I don't know.
It's all about, man. It's like
it's wins championships. You should know that better than anybody.
Exactly. And Aaron Rodgers ain't won one in about a decade plus. So
hey, the Steelers have a good defense, man.
Who?
The Steelers. They might not.
Yeah, but Ben ain't finna Ben. It's more about what's name throw to everybody. So do Ben. But if you look at who's more important to the team, I mean, it's not equal, but you can see the difference because last year without Ben they went 8-8. This year they're undefeated, but it's also who they played in competition and schedule as well. You got to weigh all that in consideration when you're looking at the MVPs and things like that. You have to look at the small little details and put all those, weigh them up, match them up together, and then you'll be able to. Then you can really judge. But if I just sit here blind and be like, well, he threw one interception, he threw 10. I mean, that's different. But I mean, I was very down because Big Ben threw more interceptions.
Yeah, Khalil said Steelers versus Ravens is the game. You think that's the game of the week?
We talking about who's gonna put up more points.
Yeah.
Remember, Ravens and Pittsburgh got good defense.
I think it's like I told you. I texted you this.
It's gonna be Detroit and the Texans, like you said. I think so too because they both can't play defense.
Crappy defense.
That's gonna be a shootout.
They're probably gonna drop 40 apiece of that.
But don't forget about Dallas and Washington too.
But they both stink too.
Yeah, but what's the name? Dallas starting to come along, and then they got them weapons. So if the running game start going, them receivers gonna be open, and it's gonna be an air raid.
I was really hoping New England would play better this year. It beat Tampa and New England in the Super Bowl, but it's not going to happen. New England, half our team's hurt.
Yeah, but plus Cam came in at the end, like close to the season. He ain't really had right now. He's getting adjusted to the system, so they had to change their whole system, and everything was unorthodox this year. So I mean, if Cam had no off season, no preseason game. So I mean, it's basically they doing coming off the streets and putting something together.
I really
So,
like Damian Harris, man, from Alabama.
yeah, that's what he did in Alabama. They, that run game, and I think that's kind of what New England started doing. They started running the ball more and putting Cam them. I mean, he's throwing to flag football receivers. So, I mean, the best receiver was the ex-quarterback.
For sure, man.
Yeah, Myers.
Yeah. And they're missing Edelman like crazy.
Yeah, but he a shell of himself.
Well, I was really hoping New England would go get Odell, but he got hurt before they could trade for him.
Man, Odell wouldn't have made a difference this year. It was too late. They have to the whole season. I mean, once Cam got COVID, it kind of turned. That was it.
Definitely, man. That put him behind the 8 ball.
That was a setback. But as far as most improved team this year, who you got?
The Dolphins.
Yeah, they'll get the nod. It's their defense, though. You see when Tua and he can't throw. I mean, he throwing 5-yard routes. When they started blitzing him.
Super Bowl, Michael said. Man.
Who's gonna win? Who's going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Chiefs, and then it's gonna be out of the Saints. I'm not sure about them. I mean, it's a toss up in the NFC. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Tampa. Tampa versus Chiefs. That's what I would go. And we're gonna see when the Chiefs play the Bucks this weekend how they look. But by the time playoffs come around, Tampa's gonna get in sync. Brady and the receivers, they're all gonna, the chemistry is gonna come together, and then you'll see because remember, there's a lot of once Antonio Brown starts getting more and more involved in the offense,
yeah,
that all pro boy coming out of him. He born ready. So those are my picks: Chiefs and Tampa.
I just think they have too many players on their offense, man. You can't feed everybody the ball.
He been doing a good job spreading the ball around. I mean, you got to look at it. They got Antonio. What the problem they have? They're trying to go deep with Brady all the time. That's not his strength. His strength is dinking and dunking and let the receivers run after the catch. You see how when he's throwing the ball, he's the worst. He's like in the top bottom at throwing the ball 20 yards or more. And that's not good. I mean, they got to in New England, 20 years, he threw the ball short. The only 1 year you see him going deep, that's when he had Randy Moss.
Yeah. Yeah,
and really, and that was when he was younger. He's older now, so his arm is not the same as it was back then, 10 years ago.
With AB, he's behind 8 weeks, man. That's his problem. Learning the playbook.
Yeah, but AB, all you gotta do, let AB just do open routes, get open, because ain't none of them could guard him.
Yeah, you think Bruce Arians is gonna do that? No.
He got his ego, but you see, they blame Jameis for the interceptions. But as you see, look at Brady. He got more interceptions this year than he had last year. All of last year, total.
For sure, it's that Bruce Arians system, man.
Yeah, if he don't be careful, he gonna be looking hard. And they try to blame Jameis, but I keep telling people it wasn't Jameis. At least he had about 15 picks I could blame him for, and the little turnovers. But I mean, they got the man. They told him go deep all day. I mean, what you expect?
It's not gonna work if you don't cultivate your system around Brady. He's not gonna play well, man.
Yeah, and then what teams are starting to do, they're starting to blitz and put pressure on him. If he has pressure on him, he's not the same. Nope. If you give him time, he's gonna pick you apart.
For sure, and their offensive line is in shambles too, man.
Yeah, I mean, one of their best guards got hurt.
Worse, I think that's what his name is. That tackle that they picked in the first round.
Yeah, but remember, they have two elite backs, and they're not utilizing them the right way. 18 carries between the both of them. That don't make sense.
Nope.
I mean, you got Fournette. You seen what he could do. If they run the ball a lot more, it'll open the play action, and then the deep balls will come. You'll have more single coverage.
Definitely. And they're
But
not
now
they're not using
they're-
Gronk either.
Nah, plus a lot of teams are running cover too, so they got the corner sitting short and the
Yeah.
deep safeties right there. So they're and the linebackers running with the seam, so
Yeah.
they're not going to let Gronk get open like that.
Well, they have like 3 good tight ends. They could double 2 tight
No,
ends
Howard,
all day.
but see that's the thing though. If you put 2 tight ends in, then you got to take out one of the Godwin, or you ain't gonna take out Evans, and then you got Gronk and AB on the insides, and then they got Evans and Godwin outside.
How would you in the red zone do a 2 tight end set all day, man?
They
Cameron,
don't have to, but red zone they have the short passing game and the running game. The problem is the running cover to the safeties are sitting back, so there's no deep balls there. You're not gonna get the deep balls off like that. You have to hope that is 1-on-1, or they get something, or the safety comes over late, and they get that good matchup with Evans, because Evans is taller than most DBs, so he'll be able to get the jump ball, but Tom got to be able to put it there. So the receivers look like they're playing defense.
definitely. But they're not using some of their players right. Then they have LaShawn McCoy too.
He's not going to get in. What about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson? The difference between this year and last year.
I just think they have game film on him now. And
Plus-
it all comes down to that, man. You can't run a pistol formation 2 years in a row, man. That is
Plus, who's he?
that doesn't work in the NFL, man.
But they don't have a passing game.
No.
The leading receiver is Andrews, a tight end.
They were hoping and praying that Brown would be a good receiver for them, but no.
But Brown is like 5'11".
They were hoping.
But I mean, they got 2 speed receivers that are not really. I mean, what's name? He's too short, and they have a lot of injuries on their defense.
Definitely, man.
So I don't know. They're not going to be a high scoring game.
They need to get Des Bryant involved, man. I know
Yeah.
he's probably a shell of his own. His old.
But he looks pretty decent when run after the catch. He's still strong, and just let him do a little. Use him like they use Fitzgerald in Arizona. Put him inside, and let him go ahead with the second, third corners. That way he'll get a fair matchup, and he should be able, being a former All-Pro, he should be able to get a little something going, and then it'll open up Brown and all of them play action. I mean, as you see it, they're not really opening up the offense enough. Like you said, they could still run they could run the spread shotgun and put Brown on the inside. Andrews he's a nightmare matchup for DBs and linebackers.
Yeah.
So
I just think the real shocker was when New England beat them, man.
because they ran the ball all day.
That should have set the tone for last game against the Texans, but no.
If you look at that game, the weather was in New England's favor.
Right.
They play in the snow. They like the grunt and the grit, and that's their style of playing. They're comfortable. They're more comfortable playing in that type of environment, that type of weather, that type of situation. So, being able to withstand that weather, and the rain started coming hard in the fourth quarter with a minute or something left. I mean, the Ravens don't go deep, so that was game over. I mean, Lamar, you have to rely on him to break an 80-yarder, and that wasn't happening in that weather. They daring him to throw. So once he improved in this passing, I mean, he can throw the ball. He did at Louisville. He did a great job. He won the Heisman. He was throwing more than he was running.
The NFL is in that process of being with running quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, but in the NFL, the defensive ends and linebackers are running like DBs.
each up.
The DNs are running like
Liar.
linebackers, and the linebackers running like defensive backs.
Yeah,
So you're not gonna be able to just do all that. You see when he goes straight ahead, though, is a different ball game. Anybody that's going side to side is an even playing field with the line, because you're going side to side, they're coming up field and they can cut you off.
definitely, man. I think that's the biggest difference between college and the NFL is the strength aspect. You can't take all those hits in the NFL because guys are stronger, heavier, faster, and that's the key, man. You can't take all those hits. You can't withstand all that, man.
Let's see if anybody got any input on this Steelers matchup and who's gonna have the best performance.
Well, the Ravens better hope Watt doesn't go off for the Steelers. That defensive end, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
They have to get the running game going. But what about let's switch sports real quick and let's talk about this off season with the Lakers and the Clippers, that battle. Who you think had the better off season as far as in free agency?
Well, for sure, it was probably the Lakers. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they're gonna the favorites.
Again, probably. And I'm hoping in that good old matchup, the Celtics versus Lakers in the finals. I'm hoping.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. Don't forget about New Jersey. The Nets got KD and Kyrie and a lot of good second tier players. They're loaded. If KD comes back even 80% of himself, they're gonna be probably the favorites in the East.
Mr. Sanchez said the Ravens might pull an upset.
Yeah, it's considered an upset now because of how the Ravens are playing. But if the Ravens are on their game and they play the way they're supposed to play, or they're capable of playing,
yeah,
it should be, I wouldn't call it an upset. They have some injuries on that defense, so people got to put that into consideration. And both of their two of their top backs are out. Now they're going with Edwards. We're gonna have to see what he's made of. You know, they can't rely on Lamar to do all the work. So who's picking the out of these three games? Who you think is gonna? We're gonna ask the audience who's there, who they think is gonna have the most total points out of those three games.
Total points on Thursday's games.
And you got the thing is I think the way to do it is have them have a total amount what they think the number is going to be.
Yeah.
And whoever gets the closest to that number, they will take the victory. I think that's the fairest way to do it, because if everybody picks the Steelers versus Ravens or Detroit versus Texans, and the Texans do most, and it'd be everybody have the same. So we'll have to do it that way. Whoever picks, if we have more than one pick, the same team, we'll have whoever's closest to that total score, and they'll win.
Hey, we're gonna do like a giveaway on that.
Yeah, the Madden.
For all the audience that's watching, I bought 3 or 4 packs of these bad boys. So whoever's the closest to your guess wins a Never Give Up bracelet from Sports Talk 1996. I'll get it shipped out to you and everything. So type it in the comments section, your guesses. And we're giving away Madden 21, 2 copies of it. An Xbox One copy and a PlayStation 4 copy. So put it down in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Talk 1996.
Up and coming, baby. That should be a good little fun little small challenge. And we're gonna continue to, work on doing more of that, and as we continue to grow and being the first live show. But we're gonna have it right.
For sure, man. And we upload content 5 days a week,
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and special episodes on Saturday and Sunday. So don't forget to hit that notification bell on Sports Talk 1996. That's our channel. Texans versus Lions, 50 points. I was thinking the same thing on that. It might be 55, I would say. Wouldn't you? Over 50? Over 50?
Nah.
You don't think so? That's the game that we were gonna.
I mean, I'm not in it, but hey, I'm not picking that.
Who's your team? What game are you going with?
Dallas and Redskins.
I'm
I'm telling you, that's what I feel. I'm not going off. I'm not going off who's sorry, who's not. I'm going off. It's Thanksgiving, man. Everybody trying to put on a show. They're gonna come ready now. This is prime time all through. I'm going with that game.
What is it with the Lions, man? They're always on Thanksgiving. They're
Tradition.
always.
Yeah, it's a tradition. It's them and the Cowboys. It's a tradition. It's been that way for a long time, man.
They
ain't gonna never change that. They ain't gonna never change that. Sometimes I think they switch it up. Sometimes.
No, they've been on.
I'm talking about who they play.
Man.
Because Dallas played the Bills before.
Yeah.
Yeah. They play the Eagles as well, I think, too. I mean, they switch it up, but the team's always going to play on that day, but they don't play the same. I don't think it's the same. They don't have the same opponents every time. I think they try to change that, but Dallas gonna always be on there no matter what. They ain't gonna never. That's they call them America's team, so you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So best for the audience, best memory of playing in the NFL.
I think when we played, I think it was my last. Well, I got a couple, but I think it was against the Redskins. At the coin toss, we was going to overtime.
Yeah.
And when we called tails, I did the John Cena. I said, "See ya." we got the ball and first play of the game. LT off to the right, touchdown, game over. And we got the game. I got the game ball for that for my play on special teams. So that's one of my memories. There's a bunch of them, but that was one that sticks out a lot to me.
Hey.
And then also against Green Bay, I had 4 tackles on Woodson's on the punt return. I was going off that game. Yeah, I had another game ball. We was in Green Bay, and with Charles Woodson, was my favorite college player growing up. So it was, to play against him was nice. That was a good, and to actually take him down a couple of times was fun. So, yeah, those are the little memories I have for that. That sticks out the most.
Katie Lehman, Steelers versus Ravens, 48 points. How's that guess? You think it's all right on that one? Total
48?
Yeah.
I think with that game is gonna be it's gonna be a lot closer. It all depends on how the Ravens defense plays that day. I mean, because Lamar them is run. The clock is gonna eat. So that's why you gotta look at how the game goes. Now if the Steelers get on fire and start scoring quick, it could get that way. And if the Ravens are clicking, then that it could get up high. But if they're not, if they're running and doing a lot of ball control, it's not going to be a high scoring game.
I think it's going to come down to maybe 17-20 on that game.
Yeah, it's not going to be a high scoring game. So what? How many? So you gotta make sure you keep record of everything and all that, so we can know what's what for the who wins.
It's in the comment section. Last time they played the Steelers, 28-24. It's gonna be a tighter game than that. That's
I need them to go off, to be honest, man.
Really?
I need the Steelers. I need to see when you're doing fantasy, all this who wins, that goes out the window. I mean, yeah, the win matters, but I'm talking about I need the players to do what they need to do.
Hey, their defense is pretty good, man. Is that the one that you have on fantasy?
No, I don't have none of their defense. My defense is the Colts.
Ooh.
They got their defense ready now.
Hey, Phillip Rivers is coming up to play for that team for sure.
But see, he's older, he's wiser, they're not asking him to do too much. They have a balanced offense. They run the ball well, so he's barely getting sacked. Like, he barely got sacked all year. So that they're keeping him upright, and he's very, once you give him time, like Tom Brady, you give him time. Hey, he's a crafty veteran. He's gonna make some plays.
Definitely, man. Hey, he has the talent on that team.
Yeah, so I remember I got the Colts coming out of that division.
Really?
Over the Texans.
The Texans.
I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs coming out of the AFC West. Steelers already got their division. AFC North locked up. And Bills coming out of that one. Dolphins should make the playoffs.
Oh.
I'm hoping the Raiders make the playoffs this year. I don't want to see the Browns. And then we got, since there's no Drew Brees, unless he comes back, he'll be out. So I'll give a nod to Tampa Bay to win that division. It's a close one, but I got the Rams coming out of the NFC West in that division. Green Bay is going to take that. And who else? Dallas might creep back and take over from the Eagles and win that division. So I'll go with Dallas. I mean, they all terrible.
That whole division, man, that is like the closest. What is all those teams like under 500?
I think the Steelers combined, before this past week, combined had more wins than the total all 4 teams.
Oh gosh.
So you know how that is. They look horrible. I mean, they're not, but they got no choice but to pick one of those. But I think they say if the season ends early, or they have more issues with the virus, they're gonna extend the playoff teams. There's gonna be more teams in there.
That's what
I think it's gonna be 7. It's gonna be probably 7. I think it might be 7 this year. I'm not gonna take too much to pay attention to it, because it's just if. So we'll see. We'll see.
I think they're gonna expand the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It'll be good, because it gives it a little bit more excitement, and brings a little different taste to playoffs, and something that it needs after all this. It's been a kind of a hectic type year for all things. So I mean, sports has been a little relief for everybody, I'm sure. Just to be able to watch something they like to watch, and just have a little relaxation, something positive going on, instead of just thinking about all the negative things that's going on. So it was a good thing, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I watch it, but I've never was so excited to watch it till this year, man. To be honest, like, I usually I watch it, but it's not. It's whatever. But this year I was like, please hurry up. Like I can't wait till basketball come back. I mean, that was. I like the way they did in the bubble, but I mean, this year's it'll be over soon, and hopefully everything get back to normal.
I think sports is the greatest facet of our society, man. It brings different people from different cultures together.
Yeah,
That's the thing, man. Equality. That's some big things that our channel is built on. Equality, and
definitely.
he would,
Just have positive vibe and
yeah,
just show like working together and just being on the same page, and also just understanding, being grateful for the opportunities that we have, and giving God the credit and putting in that work that needs to be done, and letting everybody know, man, you put your mind to it, anything can be accomplished.
hey, definitely. Hey, look at your background and look at mine, man. Hey,
Definitely, man. It's all in the plan, man. Whatever God has in store, and that's the thing about it, man. Just having an open mind, and just looking straight ahead and not worrying about left or right, or even looking back. Never look back, and making the best out of negative situations, man. So here we are.
definitely. I think a lot of, I think a lot of things that are going on in our country right now is really making things regress as our culture. I think we should really look past a person's skin color or what have you, and really look deep within a person and not define someone by their skin color. I think that's the key.
I call it a blind effect.
Yeah,
Because right, like me personally, man, I think that's why when sports came about, you have everybody's basically on the same page. We're rooting for one positive thing, is either a win or a loss, or you're going for your team, and ain't worrying about this or that. I mean, because right now the most important thing is positivity. All this other stuff not in our control. That's why I tell everybody, man, let's worry about family, let's worry about positive things, and all this other stuff that's going around outside, let God deal with that. And so I'm not stressing myself about none of that stuff, man. It's all about positivity,
for sure,
and making moves, and doing things that are productive, and like I said, making history, and like doing this show. You know what I mean? So being able to work with Zach it's been fun, and we're gonna continue to try to, elevate it each day. So we appreciate everybody, showing love and coming on, and we're gonna keep getting it growing and keeping this thing rolling.
Hey, you that Florida Seminole.
Hey, we'll be back next year. We'll be back next year for sure.
Hey, is that your team? Tell me no.
Yeah, I like Florida State.
Oh gosh, I thought you were a Houston fan.
I am. I root for my college, and I root for Florida State. Before I went to Houston, I was rooting for Florida State. That's not going to change.
You think they're going to change that thing that they do in the stands? Because it's kind of.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about it. I think because the Chiefs don't do that either, so I think they're gonna eliminate that. Which right now they ain't got no reason to do anything right now, so, we ain't worrying about that right now. We're worrying about getting back to these wins.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's going to be a playoff in college?
Yeah, they gonna definitely they need that money. They ain't gonna let all that money go. They already got it's gonna be them. I mean, they might, A&M might sneak in there, because Clemson has to. I think Clemson and Notre Dame has to play each other, so one of those teams not gonna make it. So I think A&M, if A&M wins out, they'll be in there, and if Clemson wins out, they'll be in there. So
Yeah, I've seen the standings and whatnot. BYU was all the way, I think it was 14, and they're unbeaten,
Therefore,
man.
yeah, but who they remember they're going off of who plays who and the strength of schedule and how many games you played and competition and all that. They're not gonna just remember I seen teams on TV this year that would never ever would have been on there like they are this year. Like seriously. I mean, really, I'm not gonna say who, but I mean, I'm not gonna discriminate on some teams, but I mean, I was like, whoa. So this and definitely, I'm not gonna even, lie. Like I'm not enjoying college football this year at all. It's the worst I've seen it in a long, long, long time. I don't think it ever been this bad, to be honest. As far as my eyes, for what I see, it's not that good. Like I don't even look forward to it. I'm Sunday all day.
For sure.
Yeah,
So
I'm over. I'm not. That's the first time I'm not interested in college football.
what do you think the deal is with college, the games having all the fans there, and the NFL isn't doing that? Why do you think that is?
I mean,
That's a big issue, man.
it's
Why not?
to be honest, the NFL can afford that because as long as the games are showing on TV, that's where most of the money comes from.
Yeah.
So I don't see no. I'm not looking in the stands. I'm looking on the field. So I mean, and that's how it is in practice. There's no fans, so it's to them it's nothing. It's just practice and scrimmage. So it takes some adjusting, but a game is a game, and as long as it counts, you're gonna be motivated to go.
Yeah.
Plus you're getting paid. Plus they're getting paid. So if I'm getting paid, the fans ain't gonna dictate my income. So I'm definitely gonna, you know what I mean? So that's why it's not a big deal. I mean, I think next year you'll see more fans, but uh, I I think they're doing the right thing. I mean, this stuff is spreading. Um,
Definitely.
I mean, my personal opinion, I think the numbers. There's a lot of people have colds and they're calling it COVID. So I mean, you never know because I mean, people have COVID for 4 days and it's gone after that. I'm confused. So I mean, I don't think it's. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not even entertaining none of it. I'm just doing my part. Really being careful.
I try not to state stuff that I have no idea.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't want to touch it. Definitely not.
That
Yeah.
is a bad virus, though. Very bad.
I mean, like you said, it has. I mean, talking about it, it's not nothing wrong with it because we're speaking on sports and has a lot of effect on sports around the world. So, a lot of things is altered. A lot of things, a lot of scheduling, and a lot of entertainment as well. So it's part of it's part of the sports talk in the aspect of how are we adjusting, or how they're adjusting, or how do we try to do our best throughout that negative situation. And like I said, and they're doing their best to have us something to watch. So it started off slow, but it's better, and they have its moments, and they're able to adjust the scheduling. So I mean, they have the power and the money to do whatever. So I mean, I haven't heard too much about high school cancellations and things like that. So I mean, it's good that I'm happy that the high schools are able to do it because it's a lot of these kids last year never know if they're gonna play again, and for this to take away their last year, I mean, it'll be unfortunate because you're not gonna be able to get those times back. So those are the good old days. So I'm glad that it wasn't too much impact on the high school.
Definitely.
But yeah.
For everyone that wants to support us, we're about to set up a Patreon so you can help us out throughout our journey and become members of Sports Talk 1996. And we'll be doing our own T-shirts. I'm gonna have to get you one, Hank. in the mouth, or we'll wear them during our live feeds and whatnot.
We'll get our. We're gonna get our intro too. We're working on that.
Definitely.
We'll have that smoothed out. Hopefully, shortly.
Definitely. Leave it in the comment section. Who wants to become a PAX or Sports Talk member or become a member of our Patreon?
Well, appreciate all the support, man. You already know. Everybody on there, get this thing growing, man. Give a different twist to it.
Share our content and whatnot, and we thank you for your support. And just keep on commenting and viewing our content. Just like we said earlier, we upload content 5 days a week, and once a month we're doing giveaways.
It's gonna continue to grow and have some fun stuff out there, man. We're gonna take it one day at a time as we continue to build a solid foundation, and God's willing to continue to just each day make another step.
Definitely.
So that's the goal, and truly appreciate it. Like I said, being the first live episode. Glad that we got this thing off and running.
Hey, it was a struggle.
The beginning.
It was a struggle.
I know, right? Trying to get it, but see, that's the thing about it, man. We grinding on our own to get it. I mean, it's when it's all put together, we're gonna look back at them times and be like, "Dang, remember that?" So
Definitely.
that's a good thing, man. It keeps us occupied, and with all this stuff going on, gives us something to do and something productive, and try to entertain you guys, and get to have do some questioning and things like that, and get some other people on here. So, those are the goals, and we really truly appreciate the support.
Definitely. For everybody in the comments section, leave us a topic to talk about. Our last topic.
Questions. Ask me questions or whatever. Anything that you like to know as far as how the game and the insights of it and things like that. Look at that cat. Ready for that? What's the name?
You can ask me a question too. I'll tell you about my journey, how I met Mr. Hannick Milligan.
Yes. Vivid memories, man.
Like the best memories are coming, man. We're about to blow this thing up.
Yeah, definitely. That's that's the thing, man. That one thing I learned is that putting that work in, doing it humbly, just put the effort. It's gonna all come into fruition.
Definitely, man. You just see a dream and a vision, and you apply that vision to your life, man. And you walk that road. It's not always going to be all paved and whatnot. It's usually rocky.
Definitely. So, I think with me, that's the that's the part about it that gave me strength and prepared me for certain things. It's important to have that good support, like you guys coming on. That's the support right there. That takes us a long way. So again, like can't say it enough. We appreciate, and then once we'll have it, more organized. Today was more of a trial run for it. So we kind of will have set how we're gonna have things set up. This is more like what do we call it, like a grand opening, basically.
For
You know,
sure.
just to give kind of idea of what we're gonna be about. Talk about sports and certain topics. You know, we'll keep it sports orientated and culture wise, and you know, stay away from some of the things that you know that's out of our control. So it's more about positivity. When you come on here, we'll have different, you know, different content and stuff to talk about. We'll make it, you know, different. So, you know, but like this, like I said, this is the first one. So ain't nothing, man, ain't nothing. For real.
Think we're gonna get it done. Blow up.
Yeah.
It's gonna take us a few months, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah, there ain't no rush, man. Like, hey, they always say the Lord took his time to create this world, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our time and just follow that road.
Definitely.
So we'll get move forward and have it all locked in.
Donovan wanted to know, should the game be used as a platform of social change instead of simple entertainment?
Yeah, because it a lot of people, a lot of young, especially with the young generation, I think them seeing some of the top athletes speak on it. I think it's good to use it because, like you said, when God puts you in a position, it's not just for yourself; it's also to help others. So I think using that platform is a great thing. It's just like TV; it's entertainment, and people will watch and they look up to these guys. So it's very important that athletes and entertainers do use this platform to help with this injustice and things like that, and just kind of let people know that it's beyond just sports and entertainment. So yeah, definitely.
For sure. Got another question. What was your favorite team to play with?
Oh, Chargers, definitely. I had a lot of fun there. That was you know, they gave me the chance, drafted me. They showed me love even after I stopped playing. So it's definitely good. You know, they still got love for me, and I got love for them. So that's my favorite team.
What do you think about Justin Herbert?
Hey, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. Trust me. Hey, they got them. They stole him. That was a great pickup on their half, and letting Philip boy, but it's time to move. He went to the right team, and it's time for them to. They're gonna be better next year. When they had a lot of injuries this year, but once they get a couple more pieces, they'll be fine next year.
For sure, man. Let's get a couple more questions in here.
Yeah,
Who was
about what?
most inspirational in your growth?
Man, that's my parents, my brothers. Um, yeah, man, and you know, looking up to them to support. Yeah, I have two older brothers, Justin Ham. So you know, they molded us. It started with my mom and pops, and they just paved the way and followed their lead, and they that was the key. Even though I was hard headed at times, you know, but they never gave up on me, and you know, they showed me and taught me the things I needed to do, and right now, at today, they're a great example of my change and my maturity. You know,
Definitely.
so it paid off. Definitely, even it affects me what they did more now than it did even before. So in today's common day, it's I look back at those things that I was told and taught and reapplied them to my life now.
Definitely, man. Yeah. That question for me, I had a football coach in high school that he would always preach excuses. You know that little poem?
Yeah,
Have you heard it?
but I think I heard a version of it.
Excuses are the tools of the incompetent that build monuments of nothingness. Whoever specializes in them seldom accomplish anything. And that still holds true with me, man. I
Yeah.
never I never let an excuse roll out of my mouth, man. Try to own up and be responsible to the situation or what I'm doing. I try to give it full effort, man. And I think that's the key to really life in general, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember growing up, in the neighborhood and jumping rope around the neighborhood, and I knew I had to put in extra work because I wasn't as athletic as a lot of these guys, man. I mean, growing up, I played with a lot of guys that you think I could play. I mean, they got guys that was way above some of the things I could do, and I mean, they could wake up out the bed and do some things. So, I mean, I was fortunate to have that too. You know what I mean? Like playing against good competition. I mean, it wasn't no slouches out there. So that was a big part of whenever I went out there, I was always ready when cats want to talk trash or if they good. Man, I've been doing this my whole life, man. I've seen greatness now. You guys don't even know. So that Florida, I used to be okay. So definitely, I totally understand that part of it, man.
Definitely.
Definitely, yeah,
Another thing, my mom always she preaches accountability, and you
yeah,
always have to be accountable for it.
yeah,
That's one of the things about Bill Belichick, man. That accountability.
yeah. I mean,
Always
that's
be accountable.
yep. And how you present yourself,
Yeah.
being early, um, taking care of your body. I mean, being young at that age, you don't really take heed of it because you're young, so you think nothing can affect you. I mean, I was one of those guys too. I worked my butt off, but at the same time, when I was in college, I didn't lift weights. I used to go in there, sign my name, and just walk out. But I learned in the NFL that ain't gonna fly because I got hurt right away, and I learned my lesson from that. So never take it for granted and never underestimate your situations.
Yeah, in the NFL, it's a different monster, man.
Oh yeah, it's real life. But I could say this: there's nothing more like reality more than actual way of life now. As a parent, and I ain't gonna lie to you, that is totally different than in football to me and being in the NFL because I look at it as in football when I was at that time, being young, it was all about myself because I didn't have kids and so, but I realized that the importance of having self-discipline and taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, take care of your mind because you're a bigger influence as a parent than you are as a athlete or anything like that because your production in life, your example, your leadership as a parent, remember they're watching you. You're their heroes. And your example of showing them your leadership, not just talking, but just leading and showing them that you're taking care of your body, that you're doing the right things, you're saying the right things, and it'll definitely benefit them in the long run, and they'll realize that this is the way I should present myself. And those are some of the things that I'm learning now, and dealing with just self discipline, um, regain focus, getting my priorities right, and things like that. I mean, in this day and age, I had a lot of wake up calls, and it's fun to be able to be in this position right now to share the things that, you know, it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. And you know, so that's why I'm able to, I look at what I did and I'm grateful for that. But what's more important to me than that is what I'm doing right now. And you know, just taking care of myself, take care, because if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of my family. I can't be a good partner to Zach. You know, I can't be a positive role model. I can't come on here and tell and say, oh, this is right or that's wrong. That's not my job. My job is to lead by example, and you know, not be a hypocrite. And behind the scenes, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. So that's what's important to me right now. And you know, like I was telling Zach, man, this show to me is just to try to hopefully touch others and let them see, man. You know, you put your mind to it. It could be done, and just do something you love. You know, it's not about the fame and the fortune, anything like that. It's more about what are you doing out, what can you do positive that you like, that it's not gonna put your mind, body, or soul in any kind of harm or danger. And and also be able to just share some good things with people, and just, you know, just let them know, man, hey, we're all human, and just no one's perfect. And a lot of stories will be shared, man. You know, if you guys have questions or anything like that, you know, outside of sports, you know, we keep it far as journey, sports related type thing, but also what part of that journey relates to your life, and your success, or what you did that cause setbacks, or how do you present yourself, or things like that, or what advice can you give in certain situations, far as when as it applies to your profession or anything like that. So that's kind of, you know, me and Zach we talk about it. And you know, we not trying to lure nobody to sleep, or we're not trying to, you know, we just want to just have fun, and sports talk, and have, you know, and give back, man.
I think a lot of things in life, it all correlates together.
Yeah,
And the main centerpiece is God.
yeah, definitely. That's the foundation, man. You
If
can't build a house with no floor.
if you don't have that, it, you have a bad foundation, and your house isn't going to stand.
Nope.
That's the thing. And Hannix and my journey, it just we came to the right path, and
Definitely.
that's how it all started for us. And I'm just very blessed and fortunate that I didn't give up throughout my journey, and
Definitely.
it all got me to here, and it's just a blessing because
And yeah, and that, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This guy here, man. That's one of the reasons why I felt comfortable, you know, coming on with him, man. His hard work, his dedication, his drive. And I say, you know what, man, that's the type of guy I would work with, that I want to be around, and this is positivity. And you know, we share mutual things with the Lord, and you know, it's not about religion with us, it's just having that relationship with him. And you know, everybody has their own things that make them, or that they look up to, or whatever. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we have what we have, and you guys have what you have. As long as it's something that's going to benefit you in a positive way, that's all that matters. And you do things the way that makes you comfortable, not what everybody else does, because everybody has their own mind, and everybody else do their own thing. You know, me and him have we, you know, we in the Lord, but we do it different. You know what I mean? We speak different ways about it. So it's not about anything like that, man, about religion. It's about we're using this platform to let people know that positivity, hard work, and dedication is a good recipe for success. And it doesn't matter about jobs. It's not about that. It's not about money. It's about life. And you know, I'm not scared to share that. You know what I mean? I feel like this is bigger than sports. It's about life. And you know, with all the negativity going around this world, like I said, man, we're hoping that we could bring some good entertainment, some good conversation to you guys, and get more people on and get this thing going, man. As we have some questions, and we're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna have this thing well structured. So, pardon us for the first day. This is like an open mic, grand opening thing, like I said. So it's gonna be on and popping, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
I just think a lot of growth is going to happen within this first month of us doing the first season of Sports Talk and the Success Table.
Yeah.
Let's elaborate on that. It's live interviews. We're doing it 5 days a week, like episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And Wednesday, we're going to go live stream and do a weekly pick'em for you guys and do like free giveaways and just help people and motivate people. And we're going to use the athlete's journey that come on with us as a demonstration of how you can yield motivation from it and see the players, their story, and get bits and pieces of their story and apply it to your life, like how they stayed motivated through their journey. And like Hannick and myself, we can give you guys stories of our journey, and you can use it as motivation as well. But we're doing these episodes throughout the week to help motivate you, and that's what it's all about. And how Hannick, he's the champ, and I'm just very blessed and fortunate to be on with him and have him as a co-host on our show, and it's a blessing.
Likewise, brother. Likewise, man. I hate to chat, man. Hey, we're in this together, man. Hey, like I said, it's two different worlds going in the same path, taking the same path. That's it. Two different backgrounds, two different upbringings, but we're on the same path, and that's to be successful. That's to be positive, and that's to lead by example, man. So that's a different. Everybody could take different paths, but all along, the one everybody has their main objective, their final destination, as far as whatever it is, whatever goals, whatever you're inspired to do, So that's what we're about.
I have some more questions that rolled in. Favorite teammates.
I like Edgerrin James, LaDavian Tomlinson, Lorenzo Neal was fun. Man, Sammy Davis, Drayton Florence, a bunch of them, man. But those guys that I stay in contact with, with that my draft class, Sammy Davis, Drayton Florence, Courtney Van Buren, those are the guys, and Clinton Hart. So the DBs basically, but yeah. It was them guys, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Lorenzo and LT, man. Hey, them boys fun, man. they treat me like a little brother, and they helped me a lot along the way, man. They showed me a lot of great things and took me under their wings. So I was like, being a 6th round pick, I mean, like wow, I was just grateful. It just made me feel like how my brother, nothing's gonna be like my brothers, but it had that type of vibe, that they'll genuinely got your back. So that's what I appreciate about them a lot.
Definitely. I have another question. Favorite position to play?
Oh, safety. But I did. You talking about throughout my whole life, or just what?
I think overall is what he was meaning.
I like playing DN and nose guard in high school. That was fun, man.
Really?
Yeah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. I only started playing DB. I only played DB my second year in college. So that's when I started playing defensive back. But my oldest brother, he showed me defensive back stuff at the house, and they threw me out there a couple times in high school. But I was close to him, but you know, coming from stance, putting my hands on the ground and just jumping up and guarding somebody, it was a real world. I learned from that one. But yeah, but I like going after the quarterback.
For sure. Favorite coach to play with or play for?
Coach Pivotal from University of Houston, our DB coach. He said I'm not gonna say the words he said, but but me and my brother, he's the curses out, but he was real, man. We loved him, definitely. Coach Pivotal, Bradley Pivotal, man.
Mm-hmm. What other questions do you have for us?
You got a bunch of good ones, man.
Hey,
Stories.
I have a question. What degree program did you go for at Houston?
Sociology.
Really?
And child psychology. Working with kids is I'm good with kids. Like, 'cause I learned with them. You got to show the kids that you're not talking at them, that you're talking to them, and also explain to them right from wrong. And they'll respond better than yelling and things like that. Some kids will feel like you're attacking them. Because I was one of those kids that didn't like to be talked to crazy. So I've learned with dealing with kids, you got to kind of, like they say, befriend them, but let them know that they're important and just talk to them instead of at them.
Definitely.
So I learned a lot from that. It was fun though, taking those classes.
Were you able to graduate?
Nah, I left early. But I have my associate's degree, but I mean, I had a semester to go all that, but at the same time, now, I mean, going back for that profession, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to culinary school. I'm gonna get that degree because that's something I'm interested in. That I mean, going back to sociology is not gonna do nothing for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my bachelor's in culinary. So I'm still gonna get a degree. I got one, but I'm gonna get my bachelor's degree in culinary school.
I hear you.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Have you picked a school out yet?
Yeah, there's one right. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm starting because you got to get the certificate first. So then you go to the next level. But I got my application, everything filled out. It just when the pandemic came about, they closed down the school. So, but I got my transcripts from my other school ready to roll. All I gotta do is turn it in and start. So probably next summer. We'll see how everything goes.
Hey, there's one in Charlotte, man. Johnson.
Nah.
Come on.
There's one right down the street.
Come on, man.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for my master's, man.
Yeah. Right now I'm like, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the culinary thing. It's something I'm interested in. I'll tell Donovan, man, we try to get that food truck, D. They're the man cave now.
Are you looking at these comments?
I'm not looking at them.
How was it? Got another question. How was it playing with your brother at University of Houston?
Oh man, nothing like it, man. When people ask me if I could go back and play again and what level, it'll be back in University of Houston with my brother. It was fun. He was my coach on the field. We switched. We did brother things. So I mean I ain't gonna lie, because I learned a lot playing with him. He was coaching me, and I was like, he was coaching me on the fly, and that was amazing for me. And I always cherish that moment right there.
Definitely.
There's nothing. It was nothing. No level compared to that one. So definitely.
Definitely. But all the people that are watching this, go on to YouTube, go in the search engine, type in Sports Talk 1996. It'll pop up with our YouTube channel. Subscribe. We're going uploading episodes 5 days a week, doing a live stream on top of the 5 uploads on Wednesday, our live streams. It's a weekly pick 'em, and we'll be doing, like we said, a free giveaway every Wednesday of these bracelets. Never give up. That's our motto. Never give up.
Never. Gotta keep grinding. Gotta keep grinding, boy.
I have another question. What's your signature dish? What do you like cooking?
Man, it depends, but the kids love my spaghetti. I got a twist to it. My spaghetti's off the chain.
Hey, I'm
But I got these shrimp. I'll tell you, what I do is I throw them in the oven. I season them up, let them marinate, throw them on the oven for a little bit, then finish them off in the fryer. So I got those shrimp on deck, but that's one dish. I got the spaghetti dish. I got my steaks. So my chicken breast is off the charts. Brother Justin, that's all he eats. So well, shout out to my brother Justin. Shout out to them boys, man. Dirty Man, X, all them boys out there. Appreciate the love. And Bo, all them, man. Y'all, number love. But yeah, man, we get on that signature. It's nothing. D, what did it do, D? Hey, Dom, man, they got that Getty. And then with that, how I mix that up is I put that turkey, ground turkey in there, and I mix it with beef and turkey together. I use ground sirloin. It's not expensive at all. You mix it up, and it gives a potent, a balanced combination.
I hear you.
And my mom taught me one secret to the spaghetti: add sugar and hot sauce.
Oh gosh, no hot sauce, man.
You won't taste it.
I bet you it's hot.
No. That's why you put the sugar in there. It's gonna balance the flavors. Because remember when you use if you use the bottled can, tastes like straight paste water.
Definitely.
Basically creating your own. You just basically have them cut the things up for you, and then you just doing the rest.
Definitely. So I have a personal question, not off the comment section. What preparation and what type of food did you eat to sustain your body weight during your NFL career?
We ate a lot of chicken breasts, like pasta, fruits, a lot of water, Powerade, things like that. Cause remember, you like I didn't eat fast food, none of that fried foods, none of that. Like once in a blue moon, but I like steak, but not too much of that. You got to keep the iron up. But a lot of pasta and chicken breasts and things like that, healthy stuff. No salt, stuff like that. So
you need some sort of salt, though. You're sweating.
Yeah, but they got. That's why they got electrolytes. You have used. They gave us a little electrolyte package. Put it in the Gatorade. It'll give you that. It'll give you all the supplements and things you need in there. Healthy salt.
Mr. Sanchez says he's gonna try that in his spaghetti, the hot sauce and sugar.
Look, the girls, they love it. They say they want to have it for 200 days. For real. they very picky with what they eat. So I'm telling you, when they say that, you already know, because I know it's fire. So I wanted, if D, I say let them know about the curry spaghetti. Yeah, he made that. He know he be killing that.
I have another question. Have you ever thought about coaching?
I thought about it, but I just me personally, I don't like really depends on dealing with the parents like that because um I had a bad experience with that. They want their kid to be in there, but when the kids don't want to be there, they end up getting hurt or and they're put my kid in type stuff. And it's too much going on. I'm not be able to handle that. It's too much, it's too stressful. So that's not something I'm interested in doing. You know, having speaking to the kids here and there, I could do that here and there, but um, you know, having anxiety and stuff like that, that's not an environment that's comfortable for me to be in. So that's why I'm not. Um, you know, I thought about it a long time ago, but that's something that's not beneficial for me on the health wise. So I pass on that.
You pass.
But you know, I give positive advice and things like that, but just letting them know just the small things. I mean, it's not, you know, I learn so much, man, and you don't realize how much you learn until you get to this age, and then you're able to have a clean mind, and you know, being in a good state of health, you know, physically and mentally, like far as understanding how each day is important and not to look forward and not to think too far ahead at all and just slow down and just handle that particular moment, that particular situation that day. And when the next situation comes up, you deal with it then. So, you know, I'd rather keep a chill, kind of laid back approach to life.
Definitely. I think we should do a giveaway for 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah, that'll be something awesome.
Let's do it.
Come up with some stuff that'll be, you know, intriguing for the.
For all the viewers that are viewing this right now, 5,000 subscribers. Tell your friend about us. 5,000 subscribers. We're gonna do a big giveaway.
Definitely. And you know, the thing about our show is, you know, we're for the people, man. This, you know, we're here, you know, living the real life and trying to bring that type of show to y'all and y'all can relate to us and still be entertained, you know. So that's what we're bringing that reality, we're bringing that normalcy to this show. Um, just understanding, like being, you know, being a former player, which is awesome. I have, you know, insight like far as you see this humility, and that's it, man. Just staying humble and just enjoying this, and you know, something different for me. You know, this was he with this guy right here, man, Zach. You know, like I said earlier, you know, we talked about this like what, a couple years now. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and so I mean, it came into fruition. You know, like God made it come when the time where I feel a little comfortable, and I had to get comfortable with working with him and stuff. So that's why I was like, all right, let's give it a try. And this man, he works his butt off, man. Seriously, you guys gotta see him, man. He puts 100+% in this thing. So he's the driving force, man. And you know, like I said, it's an honor for him to invite me on to be a co-host. So I appreciate that to you, man. But
Hey,
your hard work and I appreciate, you know,
hey,
allow me to join you with this.
just a lot of things in life is just lit that torch in me, man.
Yeah.
And I think when you get that, a lot of things and
Yeah.
situations tell you no, you gotta respect that answer, but never accept it. And
Yeah.
that's the thing in life, man. You gotta love life, and you gotta give it 200%. And you find success when you give 200% into something and never let a second go by without giving that 200%. Because
Definitely.
when you give that 200%, success is going to come. It might not
Yeah,
be, it might not be immediately, but it's going to come, and you're going to be very proud of that success when it comes. So that's to all those viewers out there that are watching this. Success will come. Just it's a process, and you got to trust it.
and to add a little something to that, there's nothing like knowing that you put that work in, and then when that final result come in, how good you feel inside because you know you put that work in. No one gave it to you, and you went and got it, and it's a great feeling to have that, man. That man, I did this. I worked for this, and I bust my tail, and straight up, man. Like, you know, anytime that I didn't put a good effort in something, it never came out good. Anytime, any success that I received and came about is because I gave it my all, and I trusted in God and followed the way, and I listened to advice. I didn't let my success get to my head. Staying humble and accepting advice because one big thing about me is so many things that I didn't see before that because I took time to listen and understand that I see now, and it gave me a total 360 in my life and what I'm able to present to the table now than I did a couple years ago, a couple months ago. I'm able to comfortably and like 100% um, be able to just lead by example and be a be a good role model and just be a positive person to. That's why we say we ask questions and about these journeys because each level of my life I had a different type of journey. But at the end of the day, it was always some hiccups on the way. And just being here in this position today, um, these it's been an amazing feeling. Get the opportunity to get a second chance to do something productive and to like let bring people along and let people see and hopefully motivate and encourage people to go out there and go get what they want and accomplish what they want to accomplish and knowing that it's on you to put the work in and just give it your all and just trust in the man, whatever it is you believe in, but trust in that and just go from there. But it takes your effort. If you don't do nothing, it don't matter who you believe in, ain't nothing gonna come through for you.
For sure, man. I think a lot of things revert back to effort,
Yeah.
and talent only gets you so far if you're not willing to put the effort in.
Yep.
I'm not the best speaker or whatnot, but my effort is what you see, and I'm not the best at a lot of things, and it's just effort is the things that people can't put a price tag on it. Effort is the things that it's free. You got to put effort. It's free. You just got to put the time in, and that's the biggest thing. Look at Ray Lewis's story. He tells it all the time. Effort and a lot of things are free, and it's the things that you apply to a situation and effort, your time, wisdom, a lot of things, heart. You gotta. It's things that are free that you can apply to be successful, and that's the thing about life. And Hannah can tell you more than I can about the NFL journey, and you got to apply a lot of effort to that. Just like being a media person, a lot of athletes don't want to talk to a media person because they have that stereotype of being a butt or asking weird questions that are very off topic and putting these athletes in a situation that they don't feel comfortable. And that's the thing. with me, I wanted to build a platform that takes that stereotype off. I wanted to be more relatable to these athletes, and that's the thing. You have to build a platform that's different, and that's what I'm and Hannick we're trying to build from the bottom, and we have a good foundation for that.
Definitely. It's just allowing people to be comfortable. You know, when we have guests on, and you know, as long as you're comfortable, you feel that you're in a good place, and being respectful for the questions and your approach to them, and you know, letting them do their thing. Let them, if they need space, you give them their space, or you know, sometimes they're having a bad day, or they're irritated, or things like that. So just understanding and knowing when to ask a certain question and when not to,
Definitely, man.
because they'll spread the word and say, "Man, this guy here, stay away from him." You don't want that. You want them to be able to say, "Yeah, he cool," or "Hey, he's straight up, straightforward, but not trying to embarrass you or clown you or ask you stupidness."
Definitely,
You know,
man. I think
for example, it's like, did y'all win knowing they lost like that?
it's just question. The media asks so many off-topic questions during a media one of their press conferences. It's just once these players retire, they don't want to talk to a media person. They don't want to be interviewed by a media person because they have that stereotype, and it comes back to like situations that's happened in the past, and we just we're trying to break that narrative, if you know what I mean.
That's why when we bring the guys on, we kind of let them share, like you said, their journey, but kind of so you guys could hear them explain, because like when we was on with Stanley yesterday, and we had similar journeys, but like it was you could see that we related to each other in the way how far as I was drafted, he wasn't, but I was drafted low, and we both had to work our way onto the team, and we always had that. You always had to keep grinding, because the next man coming. Like I was telling him, I was looking forward to whoever's trying to come. They ain't gonna outwork me. I'm coming regardless. That's one thing I know is to go hard. So I was like, we and him was speaking yesterday, and we was like, I didn't fear the next guy coming in drafted or whatever. The one thing I knew, that they weren't gonna outwork me, and if they outplayed me, that's different. But if they ain't gonna outwork me, and I know if I work harder than them, the success gonna come. And that's why I always go with what I know, and I try to do things the way I know how to do it best. It might be the language and the approach may be different, but I'm always trying to. We're both all trying to achieve the same type of goal. So, and that's just being productive and successful, and just being on point.
I have another question. Was it hard to transition from an NFL to a regular person again?
Yeah, it took a while. I mean, I was still transitioning to this day. So yeah, definitely, because you know, playing, because the thing is, when I was playing, I didn't have children, I didn't have responsibilities. It was me. So my approach was totally different. And I think that going through some of the things I went through and the change that I went through, it taught me a lot. And like I could, as of today, my life is back on track the way it's supposed to be, and even better than it was when I was playing in the league. And I'm more excited about being a good parent, um, being a good person, being successful in that, and being a good leader and things like that than I was when I was playing ball, because I realized the importance of my leadership, my leading by example, that that people still look up to me, because even though I don't play anymore, I did play and I was successful, and that's my approach in life today. It's the same effort that I put in when I played ball, but even more, I have a better understanding of my goal and what's the end approach and what it is that I have better structure now, than then, because the difference between playing, I was told where I need to be, I knew where I had to be, I had a schedule, and as opposed of not out there, not being in a structure, I dictated my schedule, which was not that good. So that was one of the biggest transitions that even I'm on point now, but till the path till now was trying to balance and try to get that straight.
Definitely, man.
So yeah, it was a difficult and very interesting transition. I could say that it's not easy. It wasn't easy.
Definitely. I think that the biggest thing is getting on the correct schedule
Yeah.
and to your personal needs or what have you.
Yeah.
Like
Routine.
yeah.
I struggled without routine and structure, and I had to build my own, because it's you're in compared to playing any type of level, you're more on the independent type of living, environment. You're dictating what needs that you how you want to live your life, or where you need to be, or what you want to be, or things like that. So it's called the real world,
Definitely.
basically. So
One last question, and we're going to wrap it up for today. Leave it down in the comments section.
oh Lord. They have to adjust my screen on this. Set up for next time.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
We'll get it all squared away.
Yeah, I think no, it's because I think how I look at my stuff is different.
Yeah. One last question. Leave it down in the comments section.
We get a whole get that intro going too. So we play at the beginning and the end
Let's do it.
and reach out to them. Have it right.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, go into the search engine, type in Sports Talk 1996, and hit the subscribe button for all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and like and subscribe.
And leave your predictions for the giveaway, so we could get that situated. Be like West Side.
Last question here. What lesson would you pick out of all the lessons you learned to teach?
Being accountable, taking care of yourself, just being conscious of your surroundings, and just how you present yourself. Professionalism, and like I said, being accountable is very important. They want to be able to count on you, knowing that they could trust you and things like that. So accountability, taking care of my body and my mind, and just work on continually like progressing each day.
Definitely. Well, everyone watching, that concludes our live stream for today. The next one, we're gonna limit the time period on it to
Yeah.
like 30 minutes
Yeah.
at the max, so everyone can view it, and not take up too much time out of your day. So, like I said prior, and Hannick, don't forget to put your predictions on the comment section for the 3 games on Thanksgiving Thursday.
Oh yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And so you can get all the up-to-date interviews that we're doing throughout the week. And we greatly support and thanks for your support. I was meaning to
Appreciate it. Thank you everybody for the love. Y'all be blessed. And, join us next week.
Sounds good. Many blessings, and you guys take care. And don't
Be
forget
safe.
to never give up. Keep your head to the grind and stay focused.
100.
Sounds good. We'll see you back next week at the same time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Be nice and crisp.